So welcome you all for the global level classes. We have started a kinetic theory of gases. In the last class we have discussed regarding the assumptions of kinetic theory of gases, and we have seen different speeds like RMS speed, average speed and most probable speed and relation between them. After that we have seen expression for pressure and relation between the pressure and the kinetic energy. So that we have discussed. The last topic is there for this kinetic theory. So that is law of equipartition of energy. So that one we will discuss. Then afterwards we will start our numericals. Okay now? So before starting this law of equipartition of energy, so let me tell you what is degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom. What is this degrees of freedom? So we got this degrees of freedom even in thermodynamics also. Like we have written mono for calculating gamma value is equal to, so gamma is equal to, there we written 1 plus 2 by f, where f is called as number of degrees of freedom. Number of degrees of freedom. So what is the meaning of degrees of freedom? Degrees of freedom is nothing but the number of independent ways in which the system can obtain the energy. So every system will have energy, obviously you know that. That is which energy? Internal energy. To obtain that internal energy, how many number of ways are there? So that is called as what? Degrees of freedom. So generally the total internal energy so will be the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. Whereas when we discuss for ideal gases, for which gases? For ideal gases. So ideal gas, there is no interaction between the molecules. So potential energy is zero. That's why the total energy is only due to contribution of kinetic energy. Contribution of kinetic energy. So if I consider a monoatomic gas, what is the meaning of monoatomic gas? Which has single atoms or individual. In case of monoatomic gas like hydrogen gas, example for monoatomic is hydrogen, helium, like this single atoms are there. For this monoatomic gas, if I consider a single atom, the single atom can move in along three mutually perpendicular directions. It can move along x-axis, it can move along y-axis and it can move along z-axis. So the number of possible ways for this molecule, that is for this atom is 3. So if it is moving along x-axis, so translational kinetic energy. Which kinetic energy? Translational kinetic energy. This is only for this monoatomic gas. So translational kinetic energy. So that is along x-axis and along y-axis and along z-axis. So it has 3 different ways are there to obtain the energy. So due to that reason, it has how many degrees of freedom are there? 3 degrees of freedom. How many degrees of freedom? So 3 degrees of freedom. Are you getting that? So what is the meaning of degrees of freedom? The degrees of freedom is nothing but the number of independent ways. So what is that? The number of independent ways in which the molecule can obtain or the system can obtain the energy. So that is called as what? So degrees of freedom. Okay now? So are you getting that? So that is a formula for degrees of freedom. There is one more formula also there for calculating degrees of freedom, which is given by 3n minus k. This is one general formula for calculating the degrees of freedom, where here is the n is the number of atoms and k is the number of independent relations, the relation between the atom. When I consider monoatomic gas, n value will be equal to 1, whereas k value is equal to 0. So why k value 0 means, in case of monoatomic gas, so between the atoms there is no relation. So what is k here? K is indicating the number of independent relations. So relation between the molecules. Relation between the molecules or atom. Between the atoms. So when I consider for monoatomic, n value 1, how many number of atoms are there? 1 atom means single atom, and k value 0. Then what will get f value? FR is equal to 3. So you can use this formula for calculating number of degrees of freedom. So this is for monoatomic gas. Okay, Nara? Similarly, for diatomic gas, when I consider diatomic gas example is given by like O2, N2, or the example for diatomic gas. For this diatomic gas, when I consider two molecules are bonded to them. So these molecules will have 5 degrees of freedom. So 3 translational degrees of freedom and 2 rotational degrees of freedom. So F value given by the formula 3n minus k, where n value will be equal to 2 and k value is equal to 1 relation. So then F value will be given by 5. Out of this 5, how many translation degrees of freedom? So translation nothing but a straight line motion. The kinetic energy which is obtained, translational degrees of freedom. That translational, so degrees of freedom is given by how much? So 3, and rotational degrees of freedom. Rotational degrees of freedom. That rotational degrees of freedom given by 2. Means these two molecules can move along x-axis, can move along y-axis, can move along z-axis. Straight line path. So that's why 3 translational degrees of freedom, and at the same time, so they can also rotate. They can rotate about perpendicular to their line joining and also parallel to line joining. So 2 rotational degrees of freedom. Total 5 degrees of freedom is there. Generally the thing is the how many independent ways in which the system can obtain the energy. So that is called as what? Degrees of freedom. Similarly for polyatomic gas. Which gas? For polyatomic, or we can call it as triatomic. For polyatomic or triatomic, the number of degrees of freedom is given by, for polyatomic gas like NH3, H2O like that. Even in this polyatomic also linear will be there, non-linear will be there. Regarding that linear, non-linear, you will come to know in chemistry. For us we will study only polyatomic. For this polyatomic gas, there are 3 molecules are there. Like if I take H2O, so 3 molecules are there. So then the number of degrees of freedom given by, in some cases it will be of 6, in some cases it will be of 7. If I consider so H2O, so H2O will be of which one? So linear shape. In this linear shape, so F value will be given by 3n minus k. So n value will be equal to 3 and k value is equal to, the number of relations are given by 2. Then F value is equal to 3 into 3 minus 2. So which is given by 7. When I consider non-linear molecules which are non-linear, this is for non-linear triatomic molecules and this is for linear triatomic molecules. So F value will be equal to 6. When F value will be equal to, how F value will be equal to 6 means the number of molecules are 3, the relations are also k value equal to 3, then F is given by the formula 3n minus k, which is equal to 9 minus 3, which is equal to 6. So in polyatomic also we'll have so either 6 degrees of freedom or 7 degrees of freedom. Linear means 7, non-linear means 6. In this, out of 6, so 3 translation degrees of freedom, 2 rotational degrees of freedom and 1 vibrational degrees of freedom. So total 6 degrees of freedom for polyatomic gas. So what is the meaning of degrees of freedom? The number of independent ways in which the system can obtain the energy. Which energy? Internal energy. So that is called as degrees of freedom. Okay, Nara? So this is for degrees of freedom. After coming to know degrees of freedom, then how does the total energy of a system will be distributed among all its degrees of freedom? So that is given by one law. So the law name is called as law of equipartition of energy. Which is the next one is law of equipartition of energy. Law of equipartition. So what is this law of equipartition of energy states? It's very important law. So even in subject 2 also I am studying. So what is the statement of this law of equipartition of energy? So according to this law, the total energy of a system will be distributed equally among all its degrees of freedom. So whatever it may be, generally so what is the property of any person having? The property of that person, so will be almost everyone will do. They will distribute that property equally, so to all their children. How many sons are there or daughters? So they will distribute equally. Here also, so if a system, if any gas system, so will have energy, so that energy will be distributed equally among all its degrees of freedom, and the average kinetic energy, so average kinetic energy associated per molecule per one molecule per degree of freedom is given by, which is equal to, so 1/2 into K into T, where K is a Boltzmann constant and T is the absolute temperature. According to this law of equipartition of energy, the total energy of the system, so of the system distributed, how it is distributed equally among all its degrees of freedom, and average kinetic energy associated per molecule per 1 degree of freedom is equal to 1/2 into K into T. So why it is 1/2 into K into T means, for example, we know last class we have discussed. So what is the formula for translation kinetic energy? So translation kinetic energy formula will be given E value, so is equal to 3/2 into K into T. That only now written by using the relation. So E value is equal to, what is the formula for E? 1/2 into rho into VRMS whole square. Substituting the value of VRMS, which is 3 into RT by M, or otherwise VRMS value is equal to, VRMS will be equal to, this one can write 1/2 M, VRMS value is equal to root over 3 into KT by small m. By using that relation we can write, so E value is equal to 3/2 into K into T. If it is a monoatomic gas, it has how many degrees of freedom are there? 3 degrees of freedom will be there. So then this total E value can be written as Ex plus Ey plus Ez. So this Ex value is equal to 1/2 into Kt plus 1/2 into Kt plus 1/2 into Kt. So what is the final answer is given by 3/2 into Kt. What does it mean? The energy associated per molecule per 1 degree of freedom will be equal to how much? 1/2 into Kt. Whatever the gas you take, either monoatomic or diatomic or triatomic, the energy associated per molecule per degree of freedom is given by what? So this 1/2 into Kt. That is the statement. So this is the average kinetic energy associated per molecule per 1 degree of freedom. Okay, Nara? So for F degrees of freedom, if there are F degrees of freedom is there, for f degrees of freedom, so what is the energy will become? So f by 2 into k into t. If it is a 3 degrees of freedom is there, so then what will get total energy? 3 by 2 into kT. So f degrees of freedom for f degrees of freedom for n molecules. If I consider only one molecule, so this is the formula for n molecules and f degrees of freedom. So then what is the total kinetic energy for f degrees of freedom? The total kinetic energy of the system will be given by which is equal to f by 2 into n into k into t. F by 2 into n into k into t. When you are dealing with one molecule, so we will write it as which one now? We will write it as k for n molecules, n into k, where n is the number of molecules. If I write the number of molecules are equal to Avogadro number, so then Na into k value will be equal to how much? Which is equal to f by 2. So answer will be given by f by 2 into r into t. This is for 1 mole of gas, the total kinetic energy will be given by f by 2 into r into t. Are you getting a once you check it? According to this law of equipartition of energy, the energy associated per molecule per degree of freedom is 1 by 2 into kT. The energy associated for f degrees of freedom is f by 2 into kT. So for n molecules and f degrees of freedom, so f by 2 into n into k into t, or otherwise for 1 mole of gas the value given by f by 2 into r into t. So for n moles of gas, for how many number of moles? For n moles the value will be given by f by 2 into n into r into t. So this is for n moles. This is which energy? So for n moles the total kinetic energy. Total which energy? Kinetic energy. But we know that for ideal gas, so internal energy is only due to the contribution of kinetic energy, total kinetic energy. So that's why what can I write? U value. So U value will be equal to f by 2 into n into r into t. Even this formula also very important for us. If they mentioned so calculate the kinetic energy of monoatomic gas, so you will substitute F value will be equal to 3. Diatomic gas, F value will be equal to 5. So polyatomic linear, F value will be equal to 7, and polyatomic non-linear, F value is equal to 6. So which is they asking? By using this law of equipartition of energy, so we have calculated total internal energy of a gas system of any molecule, let it be either monoatomic or diatomic or triatomic, will have f degrees of freedom. For n moles of ideal gas having f degrees of freedom, so then the total internal energy given by the formula f by 2 into n into r into t. So there is a formula according to first law of thermodynamics. du value is equal to dqv, which is equal to n into cv into dt. That is, total heat supplied at a constant volume will be equal to change in internal energy, so which can be written as n into cv into dt. By knowing the value of du, so we can calculate the value of which one of cv. The main purpose of this kinetic theory of gases, by using this kinetic theory of gases, so we can calculate which one of pressure, we calculated kinetic energy, and we also have seen different speeds. Then also we can calculate specific heat capacities. The specific heat capacity of gases can be calculated by using this kinetic theory of gases. So according to that relation, Cv is equal to for 1 mole of gas. So what can I able to write is Cv value is equal to which one I can write? Du divided by dt. The derivative of internal energy with respect to the temperature will give you CV. Then what can I write? U value for 1 molar, U value F by 2 into R into T. Then what will get the answer for CV? CV is equal to, so F by 2 into R. This is the value of CV for any either monoatomic or diatomic or triatomic. So this is the value of CV. CV formula is how much? F by 2 into R. So we can calculate CV also. Molar specific heat, Cp minus Cv value is equal to R. Then Cp is equal to Cv plus R. So what is Cv value? I got Cp is equal to, so F by 2 into R plus R. So which one I can take common? Cp value is equal to, so if I take R value common, then what I will get? Which is equal to F by 2 plus 1. Correct or? F by 2 plus 1. So which one I take? Only R value common. If I take R value common, then which is F by 2 plus 1. So Cp value is equal to, which can be also written as R by 2 into, so F plus 2. R by 2 into LCM if I take F plus 2. So this is the formula to calculate Cp. So when I know Cp value and Cv value, even we can also calculate gamma value. So what is gamma value given by the relation? Gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. How much Cp value I got? Cp value is R by 2 into F plus 2 by Cv value given by how much? So Cv value is F by 2 into R. So R by 2 cancel. So gamma value is equal to how much? F plus 2 by F, which is equal to 1 plus 2 by F. We have derived from how we will get that F value, gamma value is equal to 1 plus 2 by F by using this relation only. When you know Cp and Cv for any gas, either monoatomic or diatomic or triatomic, the Cp value and Cv value can be calculated. Why should we calculate Cp value and Cv value? What is the information that is giving us that Cp and Cv? Cp and Cv are the molar specific heats. Molar specific heat capacity value more means that gas is bad conductor of heat. If the molar specific heat capacity less means that gas is good conductor of heat. When it is a bad conductor of heat, more heat is required to rise the temperature or to rise the internal energy. That's why work done will become less. So if it is specific heat capacity value less means less heat is required to rise the temperature. Hence, more heat utilizes for doing work. Whether one gas will do more work or less work, which gas to be selected for doing more work. So which gas having specific heat capacity values less. But how can we calculate that specific heat capacities? By using this relation. If you know simply, so whether it is a monoatomic or diatomic or triatomic gas, so we can calculate its Cp values and Cv values. What we have calculated now, so those are based on which one? Kinetic theory of gases. But remember, what is this kinetic theory was developed only for which gases? Ideal gases. So this theory is not applicable for real gases. When you calculate the Cp value, Cv value, because you know no gases which is real, it's ideal. So that's why what happens? What is the Cp value, Cv value? You will get in generally. So it will show bit variation than its actual value. So because of we assumed that it is a ideal gas. Okay, Nana? So this is regarding law of equipartition of energy, and this is the information which we required from this kinetic theory of gases. Very small chapter, but frequently they are asking at least one question for any competitive exam. Okay, Nana? So that's it for this concepts. Now we'll continue. So numericals of this law, this kinetic theory of gases. Okay, now? Then let us see. So kinetic theory of gases, exercise 2, 2E. We'll see class 1. Very less number of questions are there. In class work 1, 13 questions are there of class level 2A, and level 3 also around 8 questions are there. Okay, now? So today in this level 2, we will solve some questions. The remaining tomorrow will continue. So let us see. But all questions are given based on the basic formulas. Once again I will write the basic formulas. What are the formulas we have studied? We came across in this 2 days class. Not only two, not at least 2 days also. Only 1.5 class. So in this 1.5 class, very important formulas are expression for the pressure, which is 1 by 3 into rho into VRMS whole square. The relation between the pressure and kinetic energy, which is given by P value will be equal to, so 2 by 3 into kinetic energy. Then what is the average kinetic energy per molecule per degree of freedom is 1 by 2 into K into T. And what is the total internal energy for a gas of n moles having n degrees of freedom given by n or T. And what are the formula for Cp and Cv? So Cv value is equal to F by 2 into N into R, whereas the Cp value will be equal to how much? So F by F into R by 2 into F plus 2. So R by 2 N into R by 2 into F plus 2. And we have written the formula for VRMS. VRMS formula, many questions are based on this RMS speed only. VRMS is equal to root over 3 into PV by M, which is root over 3 into P by rho, which is equal to root over 3 into R into T by capital M, which is equal to root over 3 into K into T divided by small. Okay, Nara? And what is the formula for average speed? So most probable speed. Most probable speed is given by root over 2 into R into T divided by capital M, which is equal to root over 2 into K into T divided by small m. The relations are given by most probable speed will be equal to how many times? 0.8.2 times the RMS speed. Then after this we have written last formula. So average speed. What is V average formula? V average is equal to root over, so 8 into R into T divided by pi into capital M, which is equal to root over 8 into K into T divided by pi into small m. And the relation given by average speed value will be equal to 0.92 into the speed RMS speed. Okay, now? So these are the formulas we got till now. Formulas only, if you know the correct principle formula, so easily you can do the problem. Okay, Nara? So these are the concepts we got. So now let us start exercise 2E. So today we will see on at least 5 questions. The remaining will continue. So next class. What is this is? First question. Question number 1. At certain temperature, RMS velocity for O2 is 400 meters per second. At the same temperature, RMS velocity of hydrogen how much? So what is the formula for RMS speed? VRMS value is equal to root over, so 3 into R into T by capital M. Correct, Ara? Whenever here R value constant, universal gas constant, they are telling same temperature. So here according to the given data, RMS speed is inversely proportional to root over molecular weight. Correct? RMS speed of which one I want to calculate? RMS speed of hydrogen, diatomic only, by RMS speed of oxygen will be equal to molecular weight of oxygen divided by, so molecular weight of H2. So what is the molecular weight of O2? So oxygen 8 is 16. So O2 is, that is 32. So then what I get here is 32 by hydrogen value will be given by hydrogen 1 2. So O2 molecules are given by what? 4 now. So what I get, the answer is given by what? 32. 32 divided by H2 2. then hydrogen molecule. Then what I get? 2 ones are 2 16s. Right, Ara? So then what I get? VH2 by VO2 will be equal to how much? Root 16. Root 16 value will be equal to 4. Then what I get? VH2. VH2 value will be equal to 4 into so VO2. 4 into VO2 given how much? 400. So answer is how much? 1600. 1600 meters per second. Okay, now question understood? RMS speed is inversely proportional to molecular weight. So oxygen molecular weight will be of how many times? So molecular weight of oxygen and molecular weight of hydrogen. Comparing both. By comparing both, otherwise I can also write here directly. Instead of that directly, I will consider single atom. So here what I will get is 16 and by 2. Or otherwise, which is the value of 32 by 2. So 2 ones are 260. Okay, now hydrogen and oxygen. Next question. So question number 2. To what temperature should the hydrogen at 327 degrees Celsius cool down at a constant pressure so that root mean square velocity of its molecules become half of its previous value? So in this question number 2, what is the formula for RMS speed? VRMS value is equal to root over 3 into RT divided by capital R. So from this RMS speed value directly proportional to root T. Now what is the value I can write? V2 by V1. If I want to calculate final RMS velocity by initial RMS velocity, which is equal to T2 by T1. In this given data, they are telling V1 is equal to V. At what temperature RMS speed value become half. So then V2 value is equal to V by 2 and T1 value how much? 327 degrees Celsius. Compulsory conversion is required. So 327 plus how much? So 327 plus 273. 273. Then what will be the answer for T1? So T1 value will be equal to 600 Kelvin. Okay, now they are asking us to calculate what is the value of T2. To calculate T2, what is the relation we have? So V2 by V1 is equal to root over T2 by T1. Squaring on both sides, T2 by T1 is equal to V2 by V1 whole square. Correct? V2 by V1 whole square. So then what is V2 by V1? T2 by T1 value is equal to how much? So V2 value how much? V by 2 by V whole square. Then V value cancel. Then what will get? T2 is equal to T1 by 4. So T1 value 600. 600 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4 15s are. Correct? 4 150s are. 150 into 4 are. So that is of 600. This is T2 value. How much I got? T2 is equal to 150 Kelvin. So what is the value of T2 in centigrade? That is 150 minus 273. So how much I will get? So that is of minus 123 degrees Celsius. Whenever hydrogen, which is there initially at 327 degrees Celsius, if it is cooled down to minus 123 degrees Celsius, then what happened to its RMS speed? RMS speed value will become exactly off. Okay, now? So this is the relation between RMS speed and the temperature. Okay, so this is the question number 2. Next one. Question number 3. At a pressure of 24 into 10 to the power of 5 time per centimeter square, the volume of O2 is 10 liters and mass is 20 grams. So what they are asking us to calculate is what is the RMS velocity. So what is the data they given in this third question? Pressure given it as P. So 24 into 10 to the power of 5 dyne by centimeter square. Because in answer they are asking in SI system. So can I change the units? So P value 24 into 10 to the power of 5 1 dyne is equal to 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dyne. 1 dyne is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton by 1 centimeter square is equal to, so 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square. 10 to the power of plus 5 minus 5 cancel. P value 24 into 10 to the power of plus 4. So units are given by Newton by meter square. Okay, now? And what is the volume they given? 10 liters. 10 liters. So 1 liter value is equal to, so 10 into 10 power of minus 3. 1 liter is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. So what the mass they given? M value will be equal to 20 grams. 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kg. What is the formula for RMS speed? The VRMS formula is equal to root over 3 into PV by small. Direct substitution only. So which can be written as root over 3 into 24 into 10 to the power of plus 4 into V value is 10 into, so 10 power minus 3, which is of 10 power minus 2 meter cube. How much? 10 power minus 2 meter cube divided by mass value how much? So 20 grams. 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3, which is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 kg. Which is 2 into, so 10 to the power of minus 2. Then 10 to the power of minus 2, 10 to the power of minus 2. 2 ones are 2 12s are. 12 threes are 36. So which is given by root over 36 into 10 to the power of how much? Plus 4. 36 square root value 6. So 6 are 10 power 4 square root of 10 power 2. That is 600 meters per second. Question okay now? So what they have given is, so they given the pressure given, volume given, mass given. Asking us to calculate which one? Asking us to calculate what is the RMS speed. RMS speed formula in terms of which one? Pressure, volume and mass. So root over 3 into PV by M. Okay now? Question number 3 this is. So next one is question number 4. So what is this question number 4 is, the molecules of a given mass of gas having RMS speed, so 200 meters per second at 27 degrees Celsius and at a pressure of which one? So at a pressure of 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton by meter square. When the temperature is 127 degrees Celsius, the pressure is 0.5 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton by meter square. Then what is the RMS speed value? So in this, initially what is the temperature at T1? 27 degrees Celsius. 27 plus 273, which is 300 Kelvin. And what is the final temperature given by T2? 127 degrees Celsius. 127 plus 273, so that is given by 400 Kelvin. Correct? So what is the initial RMS speed? V1 value can I call up? 200 meters per second. And what is the initial pressure? P1 value 1.0 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton by meter square. And what is the final pressure? P2 value is 0.5 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton by meter square. Correct? They asking us to calculate what is V2, final RMS velocity. But RMS velocity formula V given by root over 3 into P by rho, which is equal to root over 3 into RT by M. So we don't have a relation for RMS speed in terms of which one? In terms of pressure and temperature. But you know that, so here at a constant temperature, RMS speed is independent of pressure. With increasing the pressure, density also increases such that the ratio remains constant. So though they given here pressure value varying, but we need to consider which relation? V value is equal to root over 3 into RT by M. According to this relation, so V value directly proportional to root T. From this, V2 by V1 value root over T2 divided by T1. So root T2 value how much? T2 value is 400 by T1 value 300. So 0 zeros cancel. Then V2 is equal to, so V1 value how much? 200 into root 40 value 2 by root 3. So answer is 400 divided by root 3 meters per second. Temperature increases means what happened to RMS speed? Increases. Initial RMS speed value 200 meters per second and final RMS speed value 400 divided by root 3. 400 divided by root 3 means 400 divided by, so 1.732. That answer is more than 200. Okay now, this is question number 4. Next, last question for this class. So direct question this is. In this question number 5, so what they given is the respective speeds of 5 molecules are given. In a gas, let us suppose there are only 5 molecules are there and their speeds are given by 2, 1.5, 1.6, 1.6, 1. So in this, which speed is repeated? 1.6 or 1.6? The speed with which the maximum number of molecules are moving, that speed is called as most probable speed. Most probable speed. So what is that most probable speed value? 1.6. 1.6 meters per second. How I know it is 1.6? Because out of 5, 2 molecules are moving with a speed 1.6. For example, if 3 molecules are moving with a speed 2 meters, then the most probable speed will become 2 meters. Understood? So this is question number 5. And this is about the today class. The remaining questions tomorrow will continue. Okay now? Thank you.